the first time I became aware of them was through Dick Richards, who was our mentor. He ran the American Music Show, which was the public access TV show, and he was my mentor in Atlanta. Lovely, amazing man who, I believe he had inherited some money and lived a bohemian lifestyle, and was completely honorable, and there was no weirdness around him, just a loving mentor. And so he told me about a group called the Fabulous Pop-Tarts. I'm getting choked up talking about it because it's meant so much to me in my life to meet these people and to put yourself out there and say and pray and say to the universe, I want to do this. I want to do this work. And if you're really serious about it, the universe says, yes, come on. Most people I've found, though, who say that, sort of say it half-heartedly, and so they sort of block the blessing. And they say they want to do all this stuff in life, but they want to hold on to all of the baggage. But to be able to move forward, you've got to be willing to let all of it go, really, And so,
so did Randy and Fenton help you do that?
Absolutely, absolutely. I met Fenton the first time one afternoon at the Pyramid Club because where would I be on an afternoon? Is at a club, and he had come in to hear a song they had just recorded on the sound system there, and this is probably 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And he came in, he went over to the DJ booth and talked to them and put the record on. And I went over and said, "Is this your record?" He said, "Yeah." I says, "What would you?" I'm in a band called it, and this is a song we just did. "Oh, okay." And that was that. And then a year later, I met Randy in the lobby of the Marriott Marquis in Times Square at the New Music Seminar, which was an annual event that would put unsigned artists together, and there would be panels, and people got to meet one another. In fact, our meeting was the reason for the New Music Seminar. It was to put people together. So I met him in the lobby, and I was wearing this, the most outrageous outfit you can, like a mohawk with a loincloth and football shoulder pads, and I think I cut up these white paper trash cans and had them cascading off of the shoulder pads with thigh-high wading boots and maybe a crop top, perhaps. And
nice.
And a huge mohawk. And he said, I think Dick Richards introduced us, and in his eyes, I'm going to say this without crying, I could see everything that I've done in my career, I could see reflected back in his eyes. I could see that he could see what my potential was, what I could do. I had never met anyone who could see that thing. I could feel it inside of me. I couldn't articulate it. I couldn't explain it. But when I looked in his eyes, I could see it reflected back in his eyes. And I work with them today, to this day. And that was 1985. And here we are. I can't add. I didn't finish high school. It's probably 30-something years ago, 33 years ago. Yeah.
Why do you think your relationship has lasted this long?
It's a love and a respect and a trust. There's a trust there. And when I speak to Randy on the phone, and I speak to him every day, I feel like the smartest person on the planet. I never stumble with my words. I never feel uncomfortable about not finishing high school or not really being really educated. I can speak, and I never feel like he's judging me. And even when we do these projects, do Drag Race or all the other projects we've done, I know that in the editing booth, they're not going to let anything go by that's going to make me feel bad. So I'm free to be myself. I'm just free. And, I think that's the key to all relationships, is that trust. And they understand we come from that same irreverent punk rock background where we want to shake things up. in a way that's helpful